When the Europeans were settling the Old West, they would take across the West covered wagons, and they would look for native villages to get close to so that they would have food and water. They'd circle the wagons and put a couple of guards on duty. And overnight, they started hearing, after parking, one of the drums over the native village. Boom, 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 boom. They kind of looked at each other, but it was off in the distance. As it got colder and darker, boom, 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 louder and closer. A few minutes later, boom, 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 boom. It was right over the hill. One of the guards said to the other, "I don't like the sound of that." And they hear from over the hill, "Him not our usual drummer." My name is Sheri, and I am a recovering American. I've been recovering for a very long time. When I first moved here, I was apologizing for George W. Bush. I'll bet you miss him now. I originally come from Los Angeles, in a place called Van Nuys. You might know it as the porn capital of the United States. It's rather like Digbeth, I guess it's like CCTV in Digbeth on a Saturday night. You see a lot of people coming and going. I studied geography at university, because without geography, you're nowhere. And one of the subjects you study is erosion, the erosion of your hopes and dreams over years. Yes, but actually my favorite subject is place names. Yeah, there's a lot of really good place names in the UK. I can't even say Cockermouth without giggling. But there's a Bell End, isn't there, in Raleigh Regis? And there's a Bell End in Stourbridge. Well, no surprises there. There's a Bitchfield in Lincolnshire. I was told I get along really well there. I don't think it was meant as a compliment. And then, of course, there's Loughborough. Can you imagine your poor sat nav? You have reached your final destination. Butthole Lane. Safe travels. And then, of course, you can always find Cox in Cornwall. But in Birmingham, it's A. Cox Green, which is enough to put anybody off. I suppose it's the origin of the saying, the ancient saying, let me get this right, better try Handsworth, especially at A. Cox Green. Of course, you've got other wonderful place names in the UK, don't you? You've got, oh gosh, I'm forgetting the one thing. You've got Licky End. Great Paco. It'd be a fantastic business opportunity, wouldn't it? Yeah, a 2-center holiday that you'll never forget, even if you tried. Now, of course, silly place names are all over the UK. There's Fanny Hans Lane in Lincolnshire, kind of a hygiene nightmare. You've also got Fanny Barks near Darlington. It means your luck isn't in tonight. Then you've got, let's see, what else do we have? Oh, yes. You've got your Thong down in Kent, and you've also got Wetwang in Yorkshire. Yes, if you're there, leave. Wash your hands first. Then, of course, you've got, finally, I think my favorite place name probably is Happy Bottom, because, you finally get to a place that delivers what it advertises, which is fantastic. But, of course, the UK is not the only place that is subject to funny place names, is it? No. You have you've got a Shafters, California, a Wankers Corner, Oregon, and necessarily because of those two, don't you, Cumming, Georgia. But you've got to think now, if you've got, sorry about this, is terrible, I forget what you're saying. Thank you. Right, so we know that men have been explorers for a very long time, key explorers, which is why we've always known how to get from Knoblik, Kentucky, all the way to Clitoris in North Carolina. But it took centuries to find Mount Clitoris in the Philippines. No shock there then. So while you're going through life and you're Googling, I don't know, Spunky Puddle, Ohio, or perhaps Upper Thong in Yorkshire, just tell your partner if they happen to come across it, you're booking your next holiday. And we have finally come to the end of our final destination. My name has been Sheri. I hope you've had a good evening. Thanks very much.